Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Green 18. 51. There's a party now.
The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Check. 61, match box, right.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain. Of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And a Broncos first down.
Ready. 58, Mike. Yeah. You don't want none.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready. 2, 42. Let's go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. The end result, 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 4, check 4. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Hot, hot.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. 26. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Switch, switch, switch. Check, shift.
They give it to Williams, running right. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in... And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Lock going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and this one's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. Dancing to his left. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth.
6 yards. It's fourth down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job.
Check 45 to Mike. 3 birds, 3 birds.
Scan 300. Scan 300. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
45. Mike, 45.
On play action, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10.
Recon, 132 fighters.
Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Time to go, night.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Hey. High 7.
45. Mike, 45.
Flip again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Let's go. 8, read. Hey, wahoo.
58, the mic. 50.
Man.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Check it out, read.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's into the clear. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
Tighten up. 6-6. Pull it high.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Topper!
Check 24. Check 24. Wide.
Also over here.
25. Check 25.
On the ground, this is Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I got it. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Greystone, travel. Inside. Clear Mike.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Cut.
Hey, Zoo.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers flush. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big fella. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Look at the big man rumble. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready?
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Put a 50. Bravo. Back north.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang, 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 bang. Back. Shift. Check.
We are going. Back north.
Now it's Rodgers. Will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Over.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Allen Lazard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Rodgers. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st down, Broncos.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Going up top. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
60 out more.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down, Denver.
Set up. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. 42. You draw corpus.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill.
Be driven.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Under 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 73 yards as they are able to cut into that lead. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
Over.
Me, I got this.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Five.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Charlie.
45.
No, hold.
45.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
X3, 218, chop.
Another run by Lindsey.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
On the double.
58,
General West.
Check.
Let's go. Get set. Go.
Now Locke. He's going to air one out. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
Hey, 88. Hey, 88. Smooth.
51's the mic, boy. 51.
Jim. Know your job.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'm going to run you up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Recon, 132 fighter.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers get a score closer. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Let's get out the 30. Whip. Watch the whip. 45. Mike, 45.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
45's the mic.
26. Here we go.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. There he goes left side. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.